Hey guys, welcome to 6 Feet 2 Inches vlog. And never thought that I would have to discuss or talk about this topic on the vlog. There, since 1 or 2 days, this topic has been going around, and I'm sure you must have heard the news about Boiss locker room. For those who are not aware, I'm not going to share the screenshot here because after reading it, if you're a girl, you're seriously going to question and you're going to boil up with the anger and all like I don't have words for it. You're going to feel sick in your stomach. And if you don't know the news, please go on the Google and check and read yourself. But I will give you a glimpse and idea about what it is. So Boys Locker Room was a group on Instagram of some boys, like students from elite school from Delhi, and what they used to do was the group range was around teenager guys from 15, and they used to slut shame, body shame, and objectify the man of women, the girls and women. Like, it's such a criminal and heinous mindset. The first time I heard about it, I couldn't even believe it. Like, no, like, what is happening to this generation? Please go through the whole video before forming your own opinion, and I'm going to share my own opinion. I when I was discussing this issue with my close friends and also some male friends as well, I got to know different perspectives, and I'm going to share some of it. And please drop in the comment box what you think about it, because it's important to bring up this in light and discuss and take appropriate action. Words are just not enough, like presently if things are at this such level since 15 years old, what worse can you imagine what worse can happen when these children grow up? If it's not corrected right now with proper action, it can go worse and worse. Okay, so I agree that boys and girls do have their own groups, like a boys ka group, girls ka group, and they do discuss about their girlfriends or crushes privately with their friends or in groups. But what matters the most is the kind of language which you are using, and whether you're admiring someone or objectifying someone. Admiring someone is okay, but objectifying someone is not. It's a criminal mindset. Like, talking about using someone, playing with someone's feeling, it is not okay. Leaving someone, like teenagers are having easy access to all this goddess thing, and they are even trying, exploring, implementing it in their real life. And such things happen, such as teenage pregnancies, and in such cases it even happens that the guy will leave the girl, and the girl could be damn serious about the guy. So it not only destroys the life of the girl, it's like it's destroying the whole career and the family of that girl with whom it has happened. So it's high time to question the education system, not just the education system. We care about the ranks we are getting, the grades we are getting, but who is caring about the values or morals or thoughts which the children are having? Do we have any kind of evaluation system for that? What about the society? What are we doing on the social level to modify this or to change the thoughts, or even on the media level? Like, what kind of movies or songs are we having these days? Don't you think it's going to affect the mind of the children? So whether to trust the screenshot, one of my friend, the male friend, was trying to present a point that it's easy to manipulate the screenshot, or how this screenshot can be a lie. But what if those screenshots turns out to be true? What if there was no lockdown and if they had actually acted on the thoughts of whatever they mentioned in the screenshots when the girl tried to expose them, the group? Consider two scenarios here. First, where the screenshots turns out to be fake, and second, where the screenshots turns out to be real. What matters is the girl tried to show the reality and she spoke out, and I'm seeing comments like the girl is doing it to gain attention, to gain followers. Like, what the fish, man? Because of such mentality, the childhood sexually abused victims, the rape victims, they choose to stay silent because they know in the end the society somehow is going to blame them. Why did you go out at night? Why did you wear those skirts? Why did you wear those kind of clothes? Even the girl wearing full clothes do get raped. So please don't correlate the clothes with this kind of mindset. And if what the person who is exposing the truth turns out to be someone who is faking the evidence, then it is the law which shall punish who is found guilty, right? I'm trying to point out the mentality here. If a teenager in today's generation are thinking about rape and what not, then it's really a high time to question the society, the parents, and the education system which we are having. Because what we care about is शर्मा जी का बेटा फर्स्ट कौन आया सेकंड कौन आया and where is the evaluation system or something to check the thoughts which the children are having, the kind of values or morals which we are inculcating in the children of today's generation. Now, what about their future career? So, first of all, this is not just which is happening in boys' chat room. This happens in day-to-day life. When a girl goes out, when any guy makes, the filthiest jokes on them, comments about them, uses vulgar, abusive sexual content as a joke, even in a joking way. That's how you come to know the kind of mindset they are having. And criminals, rapists are not just, like roaming outside. They can be from your close circle. For example, like see how these guys were discussing the girls who were from the same school, from same batch. You never know. And it's not just about the school, but it's also about the family. The criminals or rapists can mostly be found, and most of the times is someone who you know and someone who is from the family. It could be a family member. And do you really think they have any kind of aim in life? If someone has an aim in life, I don't think they would even dare to think about such things or doing such things. Forget about aim, okay? Just for a moment, let's not think about the career. What about the basic humanity values? Do you think after reading those screenshots, do you think they have those values? What's failing here to is to inculcate such values in the boys. And I would like to mention here, it's not just about boys but girls as well. I don't know if there really is a girls' locker room as well, because it came out after the guys' locker room. And a rapist is a rapist. It doesn't have any, discriminate any gender, caste, religion, status, power. Someone who is raping, be it a boy or a girl, is a rapist and a criminal, and he or she must be punished. And law says, according to law, Indian law, minor aged can't be put into jail. If they can think of committing such heinous crime, why are they not getting heinous punishment? And I was asked the question by one of my male friend, what if the male in the group is found, innocent? Like there could be some males in the group who did not chat or like replied to the messages actively, But do you know this one thing? There is a thing called privacy setting. There is a thing called reporting the group, a thing called reporting the person, the admin of the group, option of leaving the group, option of replying and raising the voice. Even if you are witnessing any crime and choose to stay silent, then it's also the crime according to me. And and also there is a setting by which you cannot be added again in the group. It's like you're staying silent and letting the crime happen. How does that make someone innocent? In case if there is an innocent found, then I'm sure he or she can prove his innocence by giving their phone to the cybercrime department, and obviously they will go through the phone and check for the evidence, right? They won't be punished without going through any kind of checking. Boys locker room, girls locker room, where is the humanities locker room? I'm searching for it. This corona thing, this boys locker room, which was beyond my imagination, and the things happening around us makes me question if we are just merely humans with no humanity left, with no values, ethics, morality, empathy, love, and kindness left. Yes, whoever wrote such messages, such heinous messages, must be punished. But what really made or is the cause of their mindset? Just take a look at Bollywood and the movies we had and have now. For example, look at the songs from 90s or much older evergreen song. Now I realize why they are called evergreen song. And just take a look at the series or how easily the porn material is available to the teenagers. Although it is banned, it is still easily accessible and available. Uh, I'm I'm trying to find a solution. Like, what could be the solution for this? You know, the one thing, we are so scared to talk or even utter the word sex in front of our parents. Children, they don't get to know about it, not until they hit puberty, and they just get involved in the peer groups, and they get to know about these things from a wrong source. Like, why isn't sex education readily available or made available for teenagers? They, because they deserve to know about this, and they deserve to know the right way, the right things, the ethics, and the meaning of consent. But no, we don't do that, right? We have this topic in biology, but it's limited to only one chapter. I feel there should be one other subject in our uh, school studies, which should be right sex education, and there should be a communication between parents and children about this topic, not just about this. There should be no fear between communicating with your parents. Like, why? I mean, they are your children, right? Like, nobody comes in this world with any kind of experience. You have to guide them, you have to be their mentor. When they are having such kind of thoughts, or if they are thinking, you have to be there and assure them that you're going to accept them for who they are and not judge them or label them. You're going to guide them. And also, there should be a clear communication between teachers and children, or from parents side, at least monitoring or at least knowing what the child is doing. That's important. It's important to discuss various topics with child and challenge their thinking, try to make them explore the creativity, and to make them develop their own hobbies, beside the school studies, like reading, be it a reading or any productive habits. Medium, the medium of school, or the school, this kind of school in which you studied, be it a state board, ICSE, CBSE, it won't predict if your child will turn out to be a rapist or not. No. You know, physical attributes, status, power, all this won't give assurance that your child will grow up as a good human. This is not enough. What matters is their thought and your thoughts as a parents. Whether if you as a father is abusing your wife in front of your child, then it's going to badly impact your child's psyche. And if, as a mother, you're abusing in any kind of way to your husband in front of your child, it's obviously going to affect the mentality of the children. And so it's not just about their thoughts, it's about your thoughts as well, because they will be passed on from generation to generation. In this last part, I have written a letter to girls and boys separately. Please do watch it till the end. So, dear girls, I know it's extremely hard to discuss and talk about your feelings openly, be it about career or how you wish to stay single or get married or what you want in your life. I know how it's like to not know about periods and not being able to have someone to ask or talk about it. I know how we crave emotional and physical intimacy when we are in our teenage years and we are ruled by our hormones and fail to distinguish between right and wrong actions. How we wish to be the prettiest and beautiful girl which you see around you on the ad boards, the TV, and movies with perfect curves and with no fat. I've gone through teenage years confused and made mistakes. I really want you all to know it's okay to experience the sexual feelings or thoughts you're having. It's okay to educate yourself on these topics, but please don't rush yourself and try to seek validation externally from any guy. If any guy accepts or rejects you, it doesn't validate your existence or your beauty or you. It doesn't define you. It's your life. You have to create the boundaries and maintain it. When I said about exploring the sexuality, it does not mean just go out and do it. No. Educate yourself. Just read books or discuss it with your teachers, with your parents, with whom you feel comfortable. Any elderly person who is wise enough to listen to you and address your questions. Go and seek help. If such people are not available, try to seek out professional help. Dream and aim high and chase your dreams rather than chasing the boys. Your imperfections is your real perfection and your beauty. Your thoughts and action is your real beauty. What is the use of beauty if the person keeps abusing and causes harm to others and self? Please try to focus on career. Attraction at this age is normal, but it's not normal to act on something which will make you regret your decision for your whole life. I really want you to Google now about Amanda Todd. I'm not going to mention what had happened to her, but please do read about it, girls. I really want you to. I don't wish this to happen to any girl watching this video. Stay safe. Dear boys, I'm not blaming all the males in this video. I can proudly say I have few male friends who are protective about me, about other girlfriends, and who are extremely sensitive, who has helped me in my lowest times, who cries, who embraces their own emotions, who knows to express themselves, and it doesn't make them any girly or feminine. Please learn to accept and embrace your emotions and cry if you feel like. Crying isn't about masculinity or weakness. It's your emotion. It's part of your own self, which you must not deny. If any such discussion takes place between your friends, then please take a stand and protect humanity. I'm not using the word girls here. Please protect humanity, the values, the the thoughts, the things you learn from your parents. And if there is things such as abuse which you have observed in your home, and if you are aware of it, then please try to change those patterns in yourself. It's change is the constant and it's possible to change yourself. It takes time, but it happens. You have to just start the journey of healing. Don't think that if your thoughts differs from your peers, they will reject you. Don't be a part of any criminal activity or heinous thoughts. What if they reject you? You can't be a part of something which is heinous. And last, I would like to mention one thing. Social media is a powerful tool. The screenshots were leaked on day one, and within 24 hours, the criminal minded guys were found. I also want to answer something to the person who asked me, what would you have done if you had found out your brother raped someone? Someone asked me this question when I was discussing. Would you just, accuse your brother, blame him, or would you wait for the evidence or just blindly believe it? The thing here is it's rape, it's the heinous crime. It's not about waiting for the evidence. Okay, if the person is found innocent, yes, I would have said sorry. I would have like did my best, or even asked to punish me for judging him, just for judging any of my relative. But I would have never ever took his or her side if I would have found any of a close person of mine to be involved in such cases. I would have chosen to stand with the girl or the guy who was harassed. What if the evidences were erased? What if my brother or sister were found innocent? If innocent is the case, then sure, I were to be blamed. I'm to be blamed for doubting without collecting the evidence first. But when it comes to the extreme level of crime such as rape or shame or humiliating any other human being, in such instance, I personally wouldn't have decided to wait for long for the evidence. I would have stayed away, but the situation is extremely hard for me to imagine. I can't. In my teenage years, I could not afford counseling. You know, I went through depressing the anxiety phase alone. I didn't have any friends with whom I could talk or share my thoughts. I'm glad I met such friends, and they are with me. They both are with me during my ups and downs. They are with me. They show me the path, the right path. They guide me when I'm wrong. And I'm proud to have such friends. It's important the kind of people or friends you surround yourself with. I'm on the journey of healing, and I have decided to provide free counseling sessions to the teenagers. Please feel free to connect with me on my Instagram, which is anavril_psychology, or you can connect me with me on my vlogging channel, which is 6 feet 2 inches vlog on Instagram. You can vent without revealing your identity if you choose to talk, if you choose to raise your voice, if you choose to share your story, because it matters. You matter. You can speak your mind, but please don't give up on your life. And I hope you choose the path of humanity over anything else.